I'm really excited that you're exploring opportunities with our team. And as part of the journey with our team, we do something at the Louie Ortiz group called the Dream Life Exercise. The Dream Life Exercise is essentially an exercise to help you clarify the things that are really important in your life. It's more than just real estate sales or money or income. It's really about being purposeful, about creating the type of life that you want to live. You probably, chose real estate as a career or as something to do because you wanted to have a certain type of life. Maybe you were attracted by the type of money or the lifestyle or the things that real estate can provide you. And yet, when we look at our lives and what makes us truly happy, it's really so much more than that. We want to make sure that when we design your life, your dream life, we want to make sure that you have the time to spend the time the way that you want. It's not just working and having money and not be able to enjoy the time. It's about creating a legacy. It's about creating the impact that you want. It's working on your health. It's about generational wealth. It's about all the other things that would make your life meaningful. So I'm going to share with you a little bit of how to do this Dream Life exercise, why it's important, and how when you work with the Louie Ortiz group, how we are going to create a plan to help you achieve your dream life. Because at the Louie Ortiz group, we are so committed to so much more than just helping you be successful in real estate. We truly want to build a partnership with you to make your life better. So let's talk about how to create this dream life. Essentially, what it is going to be is we have some forms and things that we're going to provide you as kind of a template, but we really don't want you to use the forms. We want you to just kind of free think and just jot down ideas. And I would suggest getting a notebook or maybe some kind of a journal where you actually can write with paper and pen. We find this exercise to be more powerful when it's paper and pen and writing down. And essentially what you want to do is we wanted you to change your environment. Don't do this exercise in the place that you normally are hanging out, your home, your office, wherever you are. Maybe go to the beach or go to the mountain or go for a hike. Go someplace that you don't normally go and start thinking about the things in your life that are really important. Start writing those things down. If life was perfect, what would it look like? And when we start visualizing your future, and if your life was perfect, think about what that would look like right now, maybe in the next 12 to 24 months, and 5 years from now, and really start to write those things down. Really be clear. It's really important to think beyond just what most people think about, which is stuff. When we talk about dream life, some people say, oh, if my life was perfect, I'd have a house on the mountain with a view or on the beach, or I'd have that fancy car, or I'd travel the world. Well, these are really great goals to have, and they are important, and definitely write those things down. But think about other things. If your life was perfect, what would it look like in terms of your work, how you spend your time, your health? What about the relationships around you? What about growing, maybe mentally, physically, spiritually? What does that mean to you? If it's not important, then don't write it down. How do you spend your time? What does mental happiness look like? Write down things just more than just beyond stuff, and really write down, what would be perfect for you. And as you write down these things that are important to you, be mindful of these other areas as well: career and finances, impact and legacy. What do you want your impact to be? What do you want people to remember you by when you're no longer around? What is your lifestyle like? Your health, relationships, your personal growth. Be really mindful and just really think about these things. Maybe ask your spouse, your brother, sister, father, mother, friend. Ask others around you. Get some different insights. Maybe you're in a relationship and maybe you want to align your dream life with your partner's relationship. Maybe consider talking to them about that and really getting clear on what you want perfect to look like. Now, as I said earlier, we do have a worksheet, but what we find is that when we give people the worksheet, they think too small. I don't want you to think small. I want you to think not in terms of incremental growth, but I want you to think in terms of what's possible with your life. When people are thinking about their dream life, business owners in general tend to think in what's called incremental growth. Oh gosh, if I do 10% more or 50% more, I'll make X number of dollars more. This is incremental growth thinking. If you really think about the people that are creating the biggest things in the world, they're not thinking in terms of incremental growth. They're thinking about what's possible. And as you're writing down these items that are important in your life, think about what is really possible with your life and really be clear. And let me give you one other item to be really mindful of. Most people, when they write down their dream life, let's say they want a new house, for example, and they say, oh, I want a new house in the mountain with a view. Well, I want you to be really, really specific. So, as you're writing these things down, I want you to ask yourself, can I make that more specific? If you want a new house, how many bedrooms, baths? Can you show me a picture of it? How much is it going to cost? If one of your goals is to travel the world, what months are you going to go? What countries? What hotels are you going to stay there? How many days you're going to be there? Try to be specific as possible. And the reason that we want to be specific is because then when we start working on your real estate plan, we can create actionable strategy with benchmarks on a calendar to start making your dream life cool. And once you complete your dream life, we'll go through this together and we'll talk more about this, but it's really important to write it down and be very, very specific. Again, ask yourself as you're writing it down, can I make this more specific? After you create the specifics and you write this down, then we're going to work on your business plan and we're going to define what are the habits or the daily actions that need to happen. What resources, tools, training, what milestones do you need? And we're going to help you build an actionable strategy to make it real. This is something that's really different and it's really changed over the years with our team. You know, we find that most teams just hire agents and they give them leads and they just, oh, go do your thing. We really are committed to helping you have a better life. It's so much more than just real estate. And we're really excited to share this exercise with you. And I think you'll find if you've never done anything like this before, it's really important. I think you'll find that your dream life really helps you clarify and really understand what it is that you're doing. And I want to share with you one other perspective. As you create this dream life exercise, I want you to be mindful that many times our priorities and our dreams change. You know, if you think about yourself today, who you are right now as a person, and maybe think of yourself maybe 5 or 10 years ago, I bet you're probably not the same person that you were 10 years ago. I bet your ideas have changed, maybe relationships have changed. I bet there's a lot of change. And so as you do the Dream Life exercise, recognize that this is going to be a living document that we're going to revisit from time to time. Because I know as people age, their priorities change and your dream life changes. And it really matters because no matter what happens, no matter how much abundance you have in your life, we want to make sure that we're working together with our team to help you accomplish whatever it is in your life that you want. I'm so excited to go through this exercise with you. If you have any questions, please reach out to me personally or one of our leadership team that will help you explain and go through this in more detail. But I'm just so excited to do this with you and excited to help you build the biggest life possible for you. Thanks for being a part of our team.